Our Vietnamese, we do like the first name first.
Yeah.
First name last and last name first.
First name last, last name first.
Yeah. So my full name is like Lê Truong Giang.
Lê Giang Giang.
Yeah. Which means long river.
Long river.
Yeah.
We've got a river.
Giang is the river.
We've got a river passing right behind us.
Yeah. Just like two. One is just the side here, and then one is the big one over there.
Lê Giang.
Yeah, Lê Giang. They call me Giang. It's my normal name. Yeah.
Lovely to meet you, Giang.
Yeah. Thank you.
Steve, absolute pleasure to have bumped into you in this beautiful part of the world. We've extended our stay here because of the natural beauty and the warmth of the people that we've encountered along the way. Would you like to just tell us where exactly we are in the world?
We are in a very a bit far away from any city on the west side of Vietnam in the west north. It is a place called Tavan, northwest, and it's kind of cold here.
Yeah, hence the warm attire.
Yeah, hence the warm attire. Yeah,
We're not far from the Chinese border.
just 40 kilometers away from the Chinese border.
Yeah, so we're right up in the mountains, crisp, clean mountain air.
Yeah,
I say that because we were in Hanoi before that, and the air isn't as crisp there. It's not as clean.
yeah.
It's a beautiful city, very vibrant, full of interesting culture. But I must say, it's nice to get up into the mountains and smell some crisp, clean
I need that.
nature.
Yeah. When I get out of my bed and just go on the motorbike driving down, because my home is a bit up the mountain. So when I'm going down, it's the first feeling is like some, like fresh air into my skin. And when you have a deep breath, it's fresh you up like pretty fast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like having a cold shower. And
Yeah.
you
Kind of.
wake up.
Yeah, you wake up without the coffee.
You mentioned up the hill. I know what you're talking about because we stayed in one of your forest cabins.
Yeah.
And it is a little hill. It's a little walk, a little trek.
Yeah.
And you can't get there via car, bicycle, walk, moped.
Before, it's like it's not even the road to get there. So it's more like when I first came here 11 years ago. That is more like a trek, like a trekking way. So like half of that is already cemented, and half of that is like rocky road, rocky and muddy. But I found out that that place is cool because it's a bit away from the main town. Even here, like a small town. But I want it to be a bit away, and also like being with you see the cabin is surrounded by bamboo forest, and then there's a little bit of like creek go through it. Not too far and not too close to the main area, which is just like a hideout place.
Well, it felt magical to us.
Yeah.
To be so immersed in the forest.
Yeah.
Even the walkway through to the cabin.
Yeah.
Was so mystical and magical because we had a lot of mist.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of mist and fog that comes through this valley.
Yeah.
This is known as the Mo Hoa Valley, with a beautiful river that cuts right through this valley.
Yeah.
We'll get into that a little bit later, but your forest cabin just felt so magical, with the mist and the light, and then a fireplace.
Yeah.
It was that. It was just truly magical, and you've carved out a little slice of paradise for you there, I think, up there.
Thank you. That is my more like a small. I saw this. I don't know why, but when I was a child, I always dreaming about having like a small shelter somewhere nearby the river and the forest. So when I see the house, I feel like, okay, I'm gonna do something about my dream. So take my time and build up the place. naturally.
Organic is I think is the buzzword, eh? Yeah, it happened organically, but it's almost like a manifestation of, as you say, your childhood dream. There's definitely like a really unique energy, and I think, as you say, you as a young man growing up had this like vision or dream to create that.
Especially when I was a bit younger, really 18, starting to coming to study in Ho Chi Minh City, which is, like in the southern of Vietnam. I never imagined myself when I go up to the north of Vietnam to live.
So you grew up near Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah, my hometown is like Dak Lak. It's on the highland also, so it's a bit look similar to this area with like green lush. People do farming, a lot of farming over there. Coffee, avocado, black pepper, and a lot of fruit. And I was brought up as a farmer too. Like my parents now still doing the farm with the coffee, durian, avocado. Yeah.
So you had a very agricultural upbringing.
Yeah.
Hands-on understanding farming methods
Yeah.
that have been passed down through generations, I dare say.
Yeah. It's like like in Vietnam, it's agriculture is still the big things. I feel lucky because I was born in a rural place and being with my family in mostly with the nature. So I get used to it being with like the natural energy, being in the forest, being with the rivers. Like I get lost in somewhere, lost and found with a lot of my friends.
Growing up in nature.
Growing up in nature outside a bit, and like at that time, like we don't have any technology. So basically there is no electricity. And the only technology that we have in the house is a radio with a battery. So I grew up basically with dust and like raw material. We make fire, we cook by fire, and no electricity, so we just use the candle or the oil lantern. And it's somehow it's like for me it's like that's the way of the family's connection, because there's no like distract. We always eat together, and then like at a certain amount of time we wanna after we have dinner pretty early because we need the light from the sun. It's like 5 o'clock, and then always like hanging out until like 7, 8, whereas we come outside and you watch the star, and then we're talking to each other. Yeah, that I think that neutralized me as a child a lot.
So a very strong family bond.
Yeah.
Without the distractions of what we have today, like technology and screens and all that sort of thing. Grounded in nature.
Yeah.
Listen, huddling around the radio together every now and then to listen to a
It's so
song
funny.
or
Yeah.
a talk show or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how things have changed. But you know what? I think that upbringing, as you say, has laid a foundation for who you are today, and essentially what you're busy building here, and the energy that you feel when you come here. It's kind of, I can definitely feel that natural, inspired by nature, in touch with nature upbringing that you had.
Yeah.
Is evidence
Yeah.
in what you're doing here.
Yeah.
We haven't mentioned it, but we're actually sitting in your restaurant bar. Is it fair to call it more of a bar, more of a drink
More like a coffee
community?
Yeah.
Community coming together. We see instruments in the background. I know we spoke about it, but you mentioned like, when you were starting this, getting different artists to come in and just create a bit of a community vibe around music and all those things that you just mentioned growing up.
Yeah.
The simpler, more down to earth, like picking up an instrument and listening to music,
Yeah.
it's all available here at your bar. But if you're in Tavan, you've got to stop. But whenever I come here in the morning, I see there's a fireplace in the middle. Everyone's huddled around,
Yeah.
having some coffee.
Yeah. It's like, it's the fire is like a very basic energy of like 1,000 years, like millions years actually. And especially to a human, it's like a natural connection. Yeah. I still remember it's like the fire in my hometown when I was a kid. It's just like when we cook, everybody's just gathering around, and then we cook something, and we cook, and then we making story out of that. like we just talking about how is the day and what is the even like the problem in the families or something like that. It's like all around the fire. So for me, fire is especially in on the mountain. s- Of course, the weather is cold, so we need fire. But yes, the fire is also making people want to sit. It's just a good reason for people to sit and to break the foundation, like
Yes.
boundary, break the boundary.
Break the
My ice.
break the ice.
Yeah,
Literally, but
literally, it's like fire.
will melt.
Yeah,
So it's yeah, it draws us together.
yeah,
It keeps the lines of communication open.
yeah,
And that we're not just talking about now, as you say, we're talking about hundreds and thousands of years of human interaction around a fire.
yeah,
We think of fire being destructive as well and how it can affect people's lives, but it can also do the total opposite and bring people together.
yeah,
So yes, fire very symbolic.
yeah. Very symbolic.
Yeah.
Break the ice.
Yeah. Very interesting. So tell me more about your upbringing as a young man. What did nature teach you?
I would say when I was a young man, it's like I was born in with nature, so I didn't realize that how important it is until when I was 18. I starting to have a chance to go into university. So that is the very first time that I can go somewhere else out of my hometown. And it's super fancy because I always watching it on a movie or like television. But there's city life and stuff like that happenings. And that was in Ho Chi Minh City. I spent around like 6 years study and then experience and making small business and making friends. But somehow it's like it's really fun in that age and in that time. But somehow I still feel something a bit not fulfilled when I was lived in the big city. Of course, like there's a lot of chance, there's a lot of like great people. I make like mostly all of my close friends is in still in Ho Chi Minh City now, and then we are in deeply contact. So we spend some time together every time we have chance, and they coming up here also to visit me. I would say like stay in a city is like it's super great experience for me. But like I said, it's some I still feel like it's not fulfilled somehow in me. Yeah. At that point, I start to realize I need to stay somewhere. It need to have like a lot of nature. So for the life that I live with nature, it's very simple. As a human being, I don't need that much.
Okay. In terms of things.
In terms of things,
Yes. Possessions.
yeah, I feel like I kind of rich when I living around the nature.
Okay.
It's so hard when you're living with the nature in a long time and you don't move anywhere. But I have a chance to go to the city, so I started to understand about how the modernization. At the point, I feel like it's not fulfill me.
Would you say it did the opposite? It kind of made you feel a bit empty.
Yeah, I feel like being with the natural, you always. I feel like more fulfilled, even if I don't achieve like big thing in the society. Back to the very basic things. You eat good food. Yeah, you have a good fresh air. You and then you can the feeling of being looking at something very far away. That I don't have in the city. Like every in the city, I always feel like why my eyes always like, like it's too close. Everything is too close. But when I been somewhere on the mountain like here, I always feel like my eyes are relaxing.
Interesting.
Yeah,
It's very interesting because I had a conversation with a gentleman. We spoke about the city is full of vertical lines.
yeah,
Vertical lines are like prison bars. You've got to move around them.
yeah,
Nature, the horizontal lines, like if you sit by the ocean
yeah,
or up on a mountain,
yeah,
is a line of peace. And having also grown up in Africa and near the bush, we often would have people come visit us from the city, And we would be driving or walking, and we would say, "Look, can you see that bird?"
Yeah.
And they can't see it.
Really?
They cannot find it. Or look, there's a buffalo, or there's an elephant.
Yeah.
Look, there's a lion. And they could not see it.
Yeah.
They were blind to nature. And the more you spend in nature,
Yeah.
the clearer your vision becomes for nature. The sound of the river, your mind starts to become more peaceful and more sort of
Calm.
like
No,
calm.
it's like, yeah. That's cool.
But you can sit and you can see a little bird or an insect. But I've noticed that people who come from big cities, they become blind. They have to look. Where? How can you see it?
Yeah.
It's there, look. And then they see it. You say,
Yeah.
but it's interesting that what you said about being in the city and everything being just almost blinding you.
Yeah. It's also like it's the mind also.
Yeah.
I think it's affects to a lot of our sense when you don't really have a clear mind. So I would say in a with nature, it's automatic. Bring your mind at a like calm at a calm zone. It's more like a slow life.
Yes. So the interesting thing about this bar that we're in is what we discussed a little while ago is most of the furniture that we're sitting on, most of the structure, most of the decorations and everything that we see here have been upcycled.
Yeah.
So you place a lot of importance on reuse instead of consumerism and buying new stuff, which adds to the ultimate character of the place and the authenticity of it. Tell me more about your feelings on reuse and upcycling.
I don't know. When I came here, just like everything is look very soulful for me. Even like a little chairs, little things that people use. So of course I can buy a new chair or something, but it's for me it's not so the feeling is not soulful. When I see people throw away those things, I feel like what a pity. And I want to keep it as like when my family we upcycle everything because we don't have that much of money to buy new things. So my father is a carpenter, so he make mostly everything. But later, when we starting to making a bit more money from the farming and stuff, and see then people are starting to buying new things, and of course, there's nothing wrong about it. But for me, it's just like that is the thing that I always seen since I was a child until I grow up, and it's bring me a lot of like memory. And the same things I when I see things from here, um, so many story about this. Um, the people here they are own carpenter and they live, I don't know, in harmony with the nature. So they use everything that they have around: bamboo, the wood, the stone, skin of the buffalo. Even the horn of the buffalo have a story. You know, like there's the horn of buffalo somewhere up here that they're making, but it become like a jar for wine.
Rice wine.
Yeah, rice wine. And they only use that when somebody asking for like asking for a wife.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
And they come to ask for a hand in marriage.
something like this, but
Okay.
beforehand marriage. Me and you was like the local people here, right?
Yeah.
We are friends. I feel I want to talk to like um get married with some local girl there.
Yeah.
You are my close friend.
Yes.
So I will use that kind of buffalo horn with the rice wines. I give it to you
As a gift.
no, not as a gift. So you have to come and asking for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's more like funny things about the culture.
Interesting.
So it will hand into like the close friend or like close people to asking for very important things. So it's everything, a story behind. I don't want that to be, throw away for like a modern things.
Yes.
Because I see Sapa now is booming with the tourism and things. So I see also the people will sooner or later it will change. So when I do things here, it's more like a upcycle for me. It's not just about economy, but it's more about like saving some story. Easy. Yeah, saving some story. And of course, that my feeling is always get more nostalgic when I see like old stuff. So I always want to collect what people throw and keep it as a things for. I don't know if it's will be meaning for the people here, but at least for me, it's have a lot of value in term of soul, feeling, story, uh, and I hope that one day like younger generation will see this and they realize what they are having is like super beautiful. Yeah, not just like having some money and then he okay can throw it away and then buy new stuff.
It's preserving culture, it's preserving traditions, but it's also, as you say, providing. And I think the world is starting to realize that we need to move backwards, I think,
Yeah.
to move forwards, because we've moved forward so quickly that we've got to a point where now society is waking up to the fact that actually,
Yeah.
it's better energy to sit in a chair that is made from a buffalo cage than it is a piece of plastic that's, unfortunately first use plastic, you know what I mean? Or it hasn't even been recycled. It's just like been produced when there's so much plastic on this earth already and we still produce more, you know? So it's what you're doing here is just, yeah, as I've said before, it's just about the energy here as well. And you said these chairs are made from
Buffalo cage. Yeah.
buffalo cage. What is a buffalo cage?
It's just like a shelter for the buffalo when it's just like the weather is not so nice. So then they will put or in the season of harvest, they don't want the buffalo to go around to eat the rice. Then they will put into they have like their house.
Like a barn.
Yeah, like it's smaller. It's stick for maybe like normally one families will have 3 to 5 buffaloes to working on the rice field.
Yeah.
Um, so they have like a little shelter,
Yeah.
and it's made very easy with column, and then some. So this wood is more like a floor, like a floor. It need to be above the ground a bit, so it just to keep it warm,
Yeah.
and then will be easier to clean.
Interesting.
But it's like because of the fast developed of the technology and also like the tourism. So people are using a bit less and less buffalo for working. Instead of that, they use the machine. Of course, it more effective and it's easier, way easier. Nowadays, people starting to use less of buffalo. So there's a lot of buffalo house that they don't use anymore. But a lot of them they abandoned it. Yeah.
That's a shame. But that's the thing. You go away from a place like this and you go like, oh, there's something about that place that just feels so good. There's a good energy, and then you forget or you don't even realize that you're sitting on a piece of wood that used to shelter
Yeah.
buffalo that are essentially the lifeblood, the workforce,
Yeah.
the food, the energy from that animal
Yeah. It's
is
him.
in this wood.
Yes.
And how many hundreds or thousands of buffalo
Yeah.
came into contact or were sheltered from the elements by this wood that we're sitting on.
Yeah.
And so it's this transference of energy that we don't even realize is taking place, I think.
Yeah.
And that's why this place feels so special. Thanks for explaining that. Has your life always been calm? Has your life growing up, you speak about a very enjoyable childhood, touch with nature. Um, has it always been calm, or has there been some moments of difficulty in your life?
I think that everybody life always have an up and down, and me too. I have like up and down. Even when I came to Sapa to live, or even when I was a child, there's a lot of difficult from like economy and even like family problem. I think that that is like everybody have one or the other reason is. But for me, it's I always been rooting by growing up the surrounded by the nature. The thing is like when things happen, I always know that the life is simple. It's simple than what we thought. I always come back to the very basic question. Okay, how do I live? What do I need to have a good life? I need fresh air. I need sounds of the nature instead of sound of machines. I need good food, which is if you need if you have a land, you can always have a good food. If you know basics to grow in something, and then like a
And have a good fireplace.
of course, yeah, and also like a work. Of course, everybody needs a job to
Yeah.
to make a living,
Provide for your family.
provide for the families. But rooting in the nature always bring me like a how you say safe feeling of I can live anywhere basically without too much of needed like wanted things. So it's there's some up and downs things happen in my personal life, but I think that the basic root is always there to calm me down to get through all of the trouble. Yeah, it's not something that gonna get me drive me crazy easy.
You said it earlier, but like nature is wealth for you.
Yeah,
The closer you are to nature and the more immersed you are in nature, the wealthier you feel.
yeah.
It's not about the amount of possessions that you have. It's about how close you are to nature.
I feel more wealth. How you say? In terms of physical, I feel when I lived like somewhere on the mountain, like here, it's the physical is automatically well because I can enjoy in walking in a lot of physical work, balancing with the mind work. So because I still have like some small business but I still can do with my hand. Like can do a rope fence or just like cut down some tree, making some table and chair. It's like a very for me it's like a balance. Living. Mm. Yeah. So not too much in my or sometimes it's if it's too much, I remind myself, okay, just need a walk, just need like some swim or like sunbathe. That's good enough to recover. Yeah. Reset. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Or like this, like I said to you, every time I came down from my home down here, just the fresh air is good enough for a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I understand if I lived in a city where it's I can for now I can tell if it's a heavy air or like light air, so you feel a lot different. And I feel lucky when I can stay somewhere near to the close to the nature.
To the fresh air,
To
to
the
the
fresh
right,
air.
and to, yeah. No, I mean, like you say, everything's about balance, right? And finding that balance. But I think key is what? Just making sure that, like, even when there's tough moments, you know where you need to go to
Yeah.
sort of ride it out, so to speak. It's like nature. there's a storm that comes. With it, there might be a fire that destroys a village or a home or whatever. This too shall pass, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sun will rise, a new day will start. It's like life's up and down, ebb and flow, right?
Yeah.
So what next? What are your bigger dreams?
Bigger dreams?
Mm-hmm.
For me, if I have like enough time and money, my dream before when I was a child is like raising up like the forest. So I wanna plant as much tree as possible. I see how nature is bringing it to me, so I wanna protect and also do something about it. You know, like if I can do to protect part of the nature, and especially like tree. As my plan is to my dream is more like in being like, you know, wildlife protection, a plant as many tree as possible. I want my child to can see like, you know, like the real wild animal, and being in like a very like in the jungle or something like that, that they can feel the the basic root energy in before they can can have an option to go to some big city or something like that. So they're always grounded like down to the earth. Yeah.
As you were given that childhood, which gave you the fortitude to make the decisions to turn your back on what you thought you needed, the city.
Yeah.
You thought you needed it, but in actual fact, you didn't.
Yeah, you can. I think that it's it's the decision of each person.
Yes.
Because some people they really like to, sometime in their life in a crowded place in a city in with a lot of opportunity or something. But if there's something happen, they always know that okay, life is simple. It's not. It's not. If they cannot achieve what they want, sometimes it's being in a simple life in a rural place. It's not a bad idea at all. It's even sometimes it's like even more beautiful. You know. So
Yeah, yesterday we went for a batik workshop.
yeah.
And it started off with us putting the wax on, and how long is this going to take? That's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
It's going to take a long time. But then eventually you start to slow down, and eventually it's not about time and how long it's going to take. It takes as long as it needs to, but just get into that rhythm.
Yeah.
And I think, as you say, that's what nature gives us. It slows us down, clears the mind.
Yeah.
When we were in your cabin, someone brought us wood. My immediate thinking was, well, I've got cardboard and a lighter.
Yes.
Where are the fire lighters? Because in the city,
Yeah.
we've got a fire lighter.
Fire lighter.
It's called a fire lighter. It's a little block, and you put it there and you light it, and it burns.
Oh, okay.
And
That's easy.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Keeps the wood burning fast.
Yeah.
So all you do is you put the fire lighter, light it, walk away.
I see. I see. I see.
Convenient,
Yeah.
fast.
Fast. Yeah.
Your mind thinks efficiency.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah. That is very interesting topic actually.
And then I said to my wife, you know what? Now I'm sitting here, I'm blowing the fire, and why is the wood not chopped into small pieces? So I can pack it like that and I can leave it.
Yeah.
And then I started to realize when the fire was going and everyone was sitting by the fire and we're talking, you feel a connection to the fire. You feel that you have spent a long time making the fire, and you spent a long time tending to the fire so that it becomes something, and you feel the sense of inner, like achievement, calm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of just So I said to my wife, what would I have done if I just had a firelighter, small little, leave it? I would have gone, what to do now? Oh, cell
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
That's the thing with the mind, you know.
That's the craziness of what we've been stripped of with this whole drive for efficiency.
Yeah.
Do it faster, do it quicker, do it more. And you know what they say? They say don't work hard, work smart.
Yeah.
So you get made to feel as if you're being stupid if you don't do it efficiently. But it's not about whether you're stupid or not. It's whether you are willing to be patient with something as simple as making a fire.
Yeah.
Because what else are you going to be doing? Doom scrolling,
Yeah.
on your phone.
Yeah. I agree totally. It's more about like enjoyable, doing what you enjoy just at that moment, you know.
And but it might not even be enjoyable. Yeah, it for someone it's uncomfortable to sit there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's teaching you to just
Being patient.
slow down. Yeah, be patient.
Yeah.
It's like you plant a seed.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a flower the next day.
Yeah.
You've got to come. You've got to water. You got to make. Or you're planting rice. We've got rice fields right here. They've got to be patient now. They've got to wait. It's not, and then they've got to work the land. They've got to work the soil. They've got to tend to it.
Yeah.
It's not just boom there
Yeah.
in a bag,
Yeah.
rice, microwave.
Yes. Yeah, that's what the life here teach me on. So it's just like what they're doing is just it's so great. What the local people here they doing, what they have been, how do how they will sleep since like 111 years here without technology and just with like bare hand, mind, and the patient, and they have like yeah the I think that their patient is like what she really does. I can see people just walking up continually without any complaint, like when they carry stuff up the hill without motorbike to build a house. It takes like 5 years to build up things, to build one house of their own, collect slowly day by day, and they somehow it's like they don't really. If I wasn't like when I came from a city back here, I have the same feeling like you like how why you take so long to make like a thing like that? Why you can spend some time to do something else, Yep. And like that's what is the something else? It always like the mind is always bring me and to the next, to the next, to the next. But so what is this moment meant to me or to you? Mm. Um, and I see they still living in well in terms of not affected. Is it just one way to live, like effective way? And then at that point, I starting to realize, okay, slow life also like a really good life. And it's bring me the calming and of not looking into the next thing why I'm doing this thing. Yeah.
Interesting, eh? And we talk about the local people, just so that our viewers can understand. We're living in a valley where we've got three ethnic groups
Yeah.
that differ culturally. They've got their own traditions. They've got their own ways of doing things. Some are high altitude masters and understanding herbal medicines really well. You've got those that are expert rice farmers. Then you've got others that are indigo dyers, textiles. And the thing that struck me about these three ethnic groups is that even though they're so different and diverse in their cultures and traditions, they live in peace and harmony for hundreds of years,
Yeah.
if not thousands,
Yeah.
without conflict.
They know
That's pretty special. And then they share. I believe they share.
they share a lot.
they share with each other.
Yeah. Before, we have like the weekend market. We call it
Yes.
weekend market because every weekend everybody will gathering at one place
Yes.
to share and trade whatever they have in their tribe that they're making a lot, but the other tribe they don't have, and then the other tribe have the same things that the other tribe don't have. So they make like a weekend trade, which is you can starting to selling some of like there's some like tribe have so a lot of hemp. There's some tribe will make like a lot of rice wine,
Yes.
or like there's some tribe will make like a lot of different medicine. So they will trade in that weekend, and everybody gathering around, and then they all learn the language of each other. So it's easier to make a deal. Simple living, simple living, and then as the skill that you have is also come from that simple living. It's not study for some, like degree or something. It's like language. Why do they have to learn? It's not for the degree. It's just for like, okay, it's easier to make contact, and you can do some small trading, small business together, and cooperation too, because like it's not so convenient here. It's not easy like in the city, so it's better to make some connection, some cooperation. Yeah, that's a good way of living. Yeah, I love. That's what I love about this area.
It's as you say, it's going back to a time when there wasn't even money.
Yeah,
So as you've got rice wine, I've got hemp,
yeah,
clothing.
yeah,
We trade.
yeah,
I'm expert at hemp clothing.
yeah,
You expert at wine.
yeah,
It's a good deal.
yeah. It's a really good.
And then everyone's got good clothing,
Yeah,
good wine, good rice,
yeah,
good meat, good medicines.
yeah.
The most amazing thing is that's still happening here today in amongst these people. I think we as humans on earth can draw a lot of positives from ethnic tribes like this who've separate
There's a lot of things that we
can learn.
can learn from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful that this still exists. It's beautiful. Would you say that nature to you provides you with calm, that you quite emotionless, or would you say you're quite an emotional person?
For me, I think when I work, I will be more like my person. But when I live with people, I will live by heart. Yeah, so it's more like some very basic, like value of a human beings, like being honest, being truthful, um, and trying to build up things, not like destroying. So
Build bridges instead of breaking bridges.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I always wanna help people when I can, or asking for help if I need it. Um, because for the local people here, I'm the outsider.
It's been an absolute pleasure meeting you in your village of Tavan, where train from Hanoi into the mountains. We arrived here at night not knowing what to expect. But this village and the people has been really special. And chatting to you and understanding that, you know, we've got this saying, nature always wins. I believe that nature will always win. And that's why, I don't know about you, but I like to be on the side of nature more than anything else. Yeah, if it's going to win, I want to win with it.
Well, you was like part of nature actually. Like we're trying to separate ourselves in the nature, but looking back, like everything that we build up is from from the elements, from the earth, from the air and everything else.
Water, carbon,
Yeah,
what we made up of.
yeah. We made of basically like nature. I was born by the heat here. The earth is fresh air. Yeah, the sun, and there's no reason for me to go against it, yeah, or separate myself from it. as yourself saying, on and the nature always win. It's
So encouraging to hear that one of your aspirations or dreams is to give back to nature. Thank you so much for inviting me into your, not only your bar, but also your home, and wish your future and your family all the very best.
thank you, Steve. I really I really have a good time to speak with you. At least like I mean the first time on the video or something, but yeah, I never think that I will share something. I hope that this will be like some meaningful, like for people to when they hear this conversation. But for me, it's good to share with someone who have like the understanding about um the same, you know, like the same energy, same topic. It's also helped me to see that, oh, I'm not the only, you know, person who was just living slow, and you know, like
Learn some good lessons from here.
uh,
So thank you. Appreciate you.